Hi friends, I'm gonna try to make a video with you about a Facebook game called Old Vegas Slots, and there's an app for that game on Google, so there's other ways you can play it. I'm gonna try to show you how to get from 0 credits or 0 gold to 4 or 5 trillion within about an hour, maybe a little longer. And first, let's make a Gmail address. So just go to Gmail. Oh, actually, let's make an easier email address. Will be with this one called Atomic Mail. So just go to Atomic Mail, create free account, and let's just sign up here and just make up a name. It doesn't matter what it is. Okay, so here's our name, Johnny Jacobs, and submit. And make up an easy password, and it has to have a number in the password. Don't worry about these things, just press download, proceed. Select items that are loud when used. Say airplane. Okay, sign in. Okay, welcome to Atomic Mail. Not sure where its headquarters is here. Just go to drafts. Looks like somewhere in Europe. And wait on drafts for the inbox to number to change. So keep that window. And now we go to Facebook. Sign up. Create a new account. Okay, so instead of .com, it's .io. Now press sign up. Click that and wait for it. Okay. Normally it says okay after you click that sign up for the Facebook. I'm trying to figure out why it. Okay, let me try it again. Okay, so now it's giving us this message. So go to drafts, inbox. Here's our number for Meta Facebook, 55948. So then press continue, and when it says account confirmed, press OK. Okay, so just go to your profile. Your picture will show up here in about an hour. So upload a photo. Go to try to use a picture that shows a close-up of your face, so they don't ask you to verify your identity with a video right away. They'll wait longer, maybe up to 2 weeks or a couple days. And if you have a beard, maybe, or if you say a bunch of stuff on your profile, they might ask you to verify your identity really quickly. So we're trying to just avoid all that, because sometimes they reject the video that you show them. So now we go Old Vegas Slots. And here's the app page. Sometimes you have to scroll down a little bit and find this app page right here with the diamond there like that. Okay, and happy holidays, Merry Christmas time. And look for the free credits on these links, and just go to the top one, and it will give us a free 1,000,000 credits when we start the game. Plus, it starts you with 20 million free credits. So leave this window open of the game page. Now it'll ask to verify your identity, give access to your profile page. Okay, what I need to do is
Let's start your journey. Enjoy playing your first slot.
Okay, the sound should be clicked off now. You should be able to hear my voice. You just click there to turn off the sounds and the music if you want those to be turned off. But for this video to sound more clearly, yeah, it's better if I turn that off so you don't hear the noise so loud. Alright, so we go to this first slot where she directed us. Olivia gave us her little spiel to start here. So 300,000. We're gonna bet twice. Just click these spin dials slowly when you first start out, because we gotta be careful here at the beginning. So 1, 2, and then when this appears on the side, the red, white, and blue, she'll say a few more things, right? And then click on this slot right here, the memorial one. Okay, so now go from 300,000, take it down to 75. We're going to spin 6 times slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, when these things come out and there's all these pop-ups and stuff, just let them go. Don't. And if you want them to get off the screen, click on the side here, and to make them go away. There's a lot of pop-ups at the beginning of the game, so you gotta deal with it. So now we spun 6 times at 75,000. Okay, now either on the 7th, 8th, or 9th spin, it's going to give us a jackpot. So for that jackpot, you want to bet at least, what you got here is 20 million. You want to bet at least 6 million. So that'll give you 3 tries. Okay. And let's see. I don't know when it's gonna jackpot, so I'm gonna go ahead and, well, let's see here. I think I'm gonna go with go up to I'm gonna try to bet more on the next spin, so I'm gonna start with 4. But you should, when you play it, you should go 6, because it'll be the 7th, 8th, or 9th one, and you'll get enough. Alright, so we got a lot less than we wanted, because what I was going to do was bet 16. Well, you know how it works, you know. It's got to be wrong. Okay, I'm going to click that. Don't show us that again. It's just, it doesn't help either. It just shows when you level up. Notification. Alright, so now we go down back to 500,000. We're going to spin 6 times. Four, 5, 6. Alright, now we want to bet 100,000, but the problem is when to bet it. Because it jackpotted us early before, I don't think it's going to be on the 7th spin. So let's go up to 4 million and just take the chance here, because jackpot is early. But for you, when you have 300,000 instead of 200,000, because of your bet was higher before, you'll be able to bet higher just in case something happens here. But I would still probably bet low on the seventh bet. Maybe at least. Well, if you have 300,000 up there, you could bet 20,000, and then you're definitely gonna get probably enough in case it does jackpot. But I just don't think there's any way it's gonna jackpot yet. So um, I'm just gonna bet 4 for the seventh spin. Okay, now for the eighth spin, I think I'm gonna go up to 20 million. And I don't think it's going to pay this time either. So it just gave us sort of what looks like a jackpot, but normally it doesn't do this. So now we're on the ninth spin, and I want to bet, since it's a ninth spin, I'm going to bet 100, well, I'm going to bet 100,000 since it gave us this extra amount and see what happens, but I don't think it's going to jackpot right now. Alright. So now it's going to give us so yeah, there's a lot of pop-ups at the beginning right here because you're starting to level up. Now I know this is all so confusing. You gotta sort of take this first part slow, but like I said, if you do it like with the first jackpot, just bet 6 million, and you'll get 300,000, and then after that, 6 more spins, and then 20,000 until you get your jackpot, or until you get to where you believe you can bet 100,000. Sorry, I know I'm sounding confusing, but if you take it slow, I think you'll understand what I'm saying. So I'm just gonna bet 100,000 again. I'm not gonna take the chance on the 250, even though it might jackpot right now. Alright, it didn't, but it should this time. And I'm so sure that it's gonna jackpot this time that if I had 250, I would bet. So you got to be ready for that, because like I said, it's like 6 spins and then you're right on the edge of the next jackpot. So you don't want to bet too low and you don't want to bet too high, because you got to make sure you have enough. So 100,000 is the best way to get to this, is the best bet for the second jackpot. So like I said, just be careful when you bet that amount, and if you really want to be safe, just go with 20 or 50 until you're on your like 8th, 9th, and 10th bet. Okay. So the 100,000 gave us 5 billion. And you know, if you feel like you made a mistake and you feel like you just aren't doing it right and you just want to start over, just make a new Gmail address. You know, email address. It only took about 10 minutes, you know, and just start over, and then, you know, you'll figure it out. But for now, we're just gonna go with the 5 billion. I was hoping it would be more because, you know, we were gonna try to get that first amount higher, but no worries. So now let's see if we can go to the home tab, and might as well get these, the hourly bonus and the daily bonus. We'll just get it out of the way. So every hour it gives you 1 million, And you know, that's nothing when you have like a trillion. So, you know, usually I just click on it every hour just to, so I don't have to look at the thing, you know. Okay, so now there's something missing here that happens when you get to level 20. There's supposed to be like an airplane game right here. And since that's not there, we're going to refresh the page. Don't worry about this page, just go to the game page. And then just click off the tab. Don't have to sign out or anything. And we'll go for the next free credit login. It'll give us a free million. And it'll refresh the game page and it'll have the airplane game. There's going to be a commercial for the airplane game because you're on level 20 already. If you're not on level 20 when you get that jackpot, just bet low bets to level up on one of the side games. Like this one right here, the 20 times ultra. Just bet really low until you get up to level 20 and then refresh the page.
Old Vegas Slot presents Vegas Sky, where luck takes flight and big wins are just a liftoff away. You can place 2 bets at once, one for the thrill and one for the chill. Watch the plane take off. The longer the flight, the bigger your payout, but don't let it fly away. Cash out before it flies too far. Hop in, take off, and start winning. Only in Vegas Sky, your ticket to huge winnings. Play now.
Part is to get that first bet in because you want to bet as much as you can. If it goes up to 3 billion or 1 billion, get as much in as you can. So, all right, 3 on this side, 1 on this side. Now when it gets up to 4, 3, 4, stop. And don't let it get to 5 because it might crash. It's just the way it is. And it's the first 5 flights. There's no way it's going to go beyond 1 point. I mean, it might go, there's no way it's going to crash before 1.5. But it might crash at 1.51. So you got to make sure you collect the money while it's still on 4, no matter what. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's for the first 5 flights, and then who knows, anything can happen. It could crash like right when it starts. Anything's possible, and it probably will. Just don't even take your chances with it unless you want to restart the whole thing, you know, with like a new Facebook profile and everything, because this one will definitely screw you and it'll just crash anytime. So it's just the first 5 flights. It cannot crash before 1.5. See, it was 1.6, and normally it never does that on the first 5 flights. There's a lot of times where it'll just be like up to about 2, but you just never know. See, now it's 1.49 already. The next one will probably be 0, you know what I mean? So it's just the first 5 flights, and you got to make sure you, right after that commercial, you got to get the bet in really fast. So like I said, if you have 5 billion, get 3 on the left side and 1 on the right side, and be ready to make those bets. At least get the 3 in, and then be ready for the next one. If it only allows you to bet 1 billion on each side, don't worry about it. But I recommend that if it only lets you bet 1 billion, you try to let the plane, well, I don't want to say you just let it go higher, but you're going to need probably a little bit more. So you want to be past about 15 billion once you're done with this, and once you're at this stage of the game. So I don't know, if you're a little bit less, I'd say if you're at least about 10 billion, you should be okay, maybe. Um, right here, we have some games here on the side. A lot of the games pay off at a certain number of spins, and it's about, I don't know, maybe about 15 of them or 20 of them are predictable. Those are the ones I'm going to show you. And these are the weekly ones that appear that could be, like you have to be on level 1000 or something. When you're on level 1000, it unlocks all the games. But we're going to level up really quick because of the jackpots. So don't worry about what still seems like it's locked. Just, but because there are on the side, there are 2 games here. Well, this one I can get a little bit from, so I wonder if I should try a different way. Let me see this key one here. Let me see what it's. Okay, it's letting us bet 3 billion. But this is one of the these 2 are 2 of the ones that have some kind of a payoff. So I'm going to start here. It's going to let me pay 3 billion. Actually, though, this game, for you, it might not be on the side. There might not be one of the ones that we're looking at. And so since that's the case, let's just pretend none of these ones are on the list. So let's just go to the key one, I guess, because this is what you would have to sort of count on. Alright, I'm not expecting to win until the 12th bet. Sometimes it happens earlier, though. If it happens earlier, it might be that it's still going to pay off on the 12th bet. So you don't really want to leave the game if it happens soon, but we're still going to bet low at first. So let's go with 75 million. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Six. Okay, so after about 6 bets, you want to be ready for it. So you want to bet a little higher, just in case it does pay early. Like I said, though, it shouldn't wait. It should wait till about the 12th one. All right, so 7. 8. I'm just going to go up to 3 now. 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, it was right on the 12. So like I said, if it paid before then, so just click on the start right here, then it'll do its thing on its own. Yeah, if it did pay before the 12th bet, I'd say when you're done with this this bonus here, bet a few more times till it's 12, and you'll probably get it again. And if you're not sure, go 13, or 14. But well, it depends on how much you have to spend, because you want the bet to be at least 3 billion. This is actually low, but that's all it's letting us bet right now, so we have to be careful. It looks like we got really lucky this time. Most of the time you won't have this number on the side here. Like, there's no way this is going to be 100 billion. It's just we got extremely lucky this time. But like I said, if it'll let you bet like 6 billion and you're confident you know when it's going to pay, like on the 12th spin, you might want to bet 6 billion on that spin. So right now we just got really lucky. Normally this payoff will stop at about 7 or 8. Looks like it's going to go to the next level here. And we just got lucky, you know. Most of the time it'll just be a lot less. So this is the point of the game, because it usually is a lot less. You want to be real careful with your bet on this at this stage of the phase of the game stage. Yeah, we just got incredibly lucky, and it'll make it a lot easier for us now, but it kind of makes me wonder if I should start the whole thing over, because if you're on a much lower amount than this, you might be confused about what to do with that smaller amount. But I'm going to do what I would normally do, so just follow the steps of where I go from here. And I'm not even going to pretend there's anything more than the 12th spin, so I'm going to just click on the home tab. A lot of the games, they jackpot on exactly the 12th spin. So now that I have this extra amount, I'm just going to go ahead and do this side one here. It's only letting me bet 3. So this one is going to jackpot on the 5th or the 6th spin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it's usually on the 6th. But if it happens before that, like I said, when you get your bonus, go back and go till the 6th, because it'll probably give it to you twice. Okay, right now, these amounts here, I don't think there's any way it's going to give us a 300 or 150. That's just how this particular kind of game is. They act like they're going to give you that amount, but it doesn't happen. Maybe if you're on level like 10,000 or something, it'll give you like the 150, but some of the games are strange like that. They show high amounts and they don't ever give you those amounts. So I think we got lucky with the 60, so I'm going to take it. Alright, don't think there's anything else there, because we're right on the 6th spin. Okay, this one above, the Sweethearts. Part of the reason I'm doing these side ones right now, before they can, well, this one can bet 12, but before the other one can bet 12, is because I want to level up to 1,000 as fast as I can. So all the games will be unlocked. Okay, there's no big deal if you click the heart there on these games. So this one's on the 7 spin, so I'm gonna pretend it's on the 6 or the 7. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, click it. Jackpot early. That means it's gonna give us. We're gonna need to go a few more times. Okay, we just got crazy lucky. It's too bad I bet such a small amount because this could have been 12 billion instead of that, and I'd be like super rich already. But even that small amount is giving us a nice jackpot here. Just unbelievable. That will like seriously never happen pretty much. Once again, we got incredibly lucky. I mean, imagine if that was 12 times 45, we'd already have a trillion, you know? So, okay, and we did have enough to bet 12, but I did not believe it would pay before the 7 spin. So we were on 4, I think. So let's go up now to 5, 6, and now the 7th one. Alright, this is what it gives us. And like I said, we got so lucky on the last one. I wouldn't expect one of those orange hearts at the beginning like this, not even the 30. Usually it just gives us these 3. So we got a little lucky here, no big deal. And that's it for now for this game. Click on the home tab. And the next one we'll go to is this one. Let's see what the betting amount is. Okay, it's already up to 12 because our level is high. Sometimes you'll go here and it'll only be 3 because your level is too low still. So since it's giving us 12 and we know it's going to hit, it's like that other game. We know this one's going to jackpot on the 6 or 7 spins, so on the 5th or 6th actually on this type of game. So we'll bet 12 on that, but until then, let's just bet 1 million. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now it's on the 5th spin, so bet 12, 6. Okay. So here's our jackpot, and pick 3 bars, gold bars, and see we got 12. Alright, so they usually just give you the amount that you bet, and this will not go higher than 3 until you play the game for days or something, who knows. It'll be either 2 or 3, so we got times 2, good amount here for a win, so that'll help us at this beginning part of the game. And then after that, go to this is one of the ones we're going to use, Brew House Gold, and this one here, Fire Wheels. Because of the amount that we have right now, I kind of want to save this one here. Let's see what it is. And the thing about it, it's going to start us with 9 billion until we're a lot higher level. But it's guaranteed some kind of a jackpot, and that's why it's only letting us bet 9 billion. The only question about it is you don't want to go here if you've got a low amount, like let's say 100, right? Because it'll take you down really fast. It's almost like it knows if you don't got very much. So this jackpot on this game, you don't want to count on it happening very soon. Even though there's like two types of jackpots that it definitely will give you. Shouldn't take too long. So I'm gonna bet the 9 billion. See what we get. And I'm just double clicking on the spin bar here so it spins faster. Some games you can click really fast and you know the games will go faster. Alright, so see how it's making us wait? Yeah, it's not supposed to do that. It's supposed to give us a jackpot really fast of some type. And because it didn't do it this time, it's okay because we still have this much amount, but look how far it took us down already. This game will do that at the beginning if you don't have enough to cover the 9 billion. But I'm so sure it's gonna pay like any time now. I'm just continuing on with it. Alright, so it took us down so far and I'm stressed out about it. I was wondering if it was even going to, do it, but that's as far as it'll take you probably before it gives you something. And, right now this might be all it gives us, 3 times 9, before it takes us out again. Yep, just like I thought. This game screwed us this time. And it is possible to get the Mega. I got it one time. I bet like 6 billion and the Mega was up to 6 trillion. So whatever you bet here, if it's 9, 12, 18, the Mega will be the same amount but trillion. And here you're betting $1 billion. Most of the time you won't go to the second wheel or the third. You're very lucky if you even get to the second one. But this game has the possibility of paying a lot in jackpots. So because it screwed us so bad, I'm just going to leave it alone for now. Even though there's another jackpot that's going to happen soon there. Not going to worry about it. And when you go to this game here, you want to have at least like 100,000 or 100 billion. And this is one of the most important ones at the beginning. It's going to take us up because it has to give us something pretty good. This is one of the jackpots that is sort of makes it all fun, because once you get this jackpot, it's like the rest is pretty much piece of cake, easy. Alright, here we go. Let's go. 72 million. I'm going to start slow because this game, jackpot's on like the 12th spin. It could happen sooner though, so you want to make sure I'm taking a chance with its low bet, but that's because I really don't believe it's going to happen till the 12th one, but it could happen like on the 6th one. So because it can happen anytime before then, just going to start slow. And like I said, if any of these games, if they pay you before you get to the number that I tell you, go back and finish that number after the bonus jackpot. Payoff. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, when these things pop up, just let them get out of the way. Tournament wins, jackpot wins, it's all just trying to get you distracted. So right now we're on like, I think we're on like the 5th bed or something. So I'm gonna go up to 3. Now we're on like the 6th bed. I'm just gonna go 6 this time. Okay, it's only gonna let me bet 9 billion right now until I get that jackpot. So we're on like the 7th bed. I'm just gonna bet 9 until I get it. 7, 8. Oh, it looks like it gave us a bonus that we don't normally get before the 12th spin. So let it do all this stuff, and then after it goes through all of it, we'll go back and go to the 12th one. Yeah, you definitely don't want to count on any of these extra bonuses that we're getting here. But it's good to know that they are possible, so it doesn't surprise you too much. Wow, it just gave us a crazy bonus here that was unexpected. A very large amount. Now we're at a $500 billion already. So yeah, you don't want to expect that. Now it's 9 billion. And we were on, I think, the 10th spin. So 11, 12. Say right on the 12. Alright, so let's see what this gives us. Normally this one's pretty good. Yeah, look at that. 180. Wow. And a 90. That's a lot for the beginning of the game, you know what I mean? Oh my god, look at that. See, it's already taken us up to like $1 trillion, right? When we're starting the game. So like I said, this one is normally a pretty good bonus. And after this, it's all just like a walk in the park, very easy. Yeah, when you have a trillion, there's a lot more confidence to be able to go on here with confidence till we get our 4 or 5 trillion. And then when you have 4 or 5 trillion, then you can have some fun here and start, making mistakes and not having to worry about, not being able to play anymore. If you make a mistake, you still have a lot left over. Okay, this VIP thing, don't worry about all this. No matter what it goes to, these things are like daily, hourly. That's just like 1 million, 10 million. And then this is if you actually spend money. So none of this stuff really matters. I don't know about this top one, but it says invitation only. That would be probably if you were on level like 15,000 or something. And I don't know where the invitation would come through your email or something, or what it would be linked to or based on for your gameplay in harmony with what you have previously accomplished already. Okay, so now we go to the Santa game. Santa spins. Some of the games you gotta click on it twice. Oh. Yeah. Okay, the first spin, I'm just gonna bet 3 billion because the first spin doesn't pay. Second spin does pay. It'll give me 12 billion back. Okay, now the one after this, keep betting 12 billion. Okay, see how it doubled the bet, or 4 times. And now we're going to keep betting 12 billion because we're waiting for the jackpot. We're waiting for is could happen anytime after this, probably within the next 2 spins. And he'll say ho, ho, and then you get these things. You probably won't get a mini bonus or any of these. This was just, we got really lucky this time. So normally, instead of, like 280, this number would be like 50 or something. 50 or 60 billion. But we got the mini jackpot, so got really lucky. Now we're a lot more confident here. Let's see if I skip something. Okay, there's something here that normally jackpots. And since we have this, we have so much, I'm going to go ahead and try to get it. But there's a chance that I might not give it to me. Sometimes it takes a long time to get it. But when it happens, it's either the first time you get this type of bonus, not the Moonlight money, but these things, it'll be like either a mini or a minor or something. And it's usually on the first or the second one. So let me see if those happen really soon here, since we have so much extra. Alright, this time it happened pretty soon. Okay, we got really lucky. Instead of those two, it was a major. So that's a little unusual. And we also got a mini. So, see what I mean? If you were at like 1.5 billion, you might want to try and see if you can get it soon here on this game. But don't go too far with it because you might want to just come back to it when you have a lot. Because this one will possibly sometimes take you a long time to get these first bonuses. But if it doesn't happen the first time, and where it shows you a mini or a minor, do it again, especially if you have like 5 trillion. So you have plenty of time to wait for it. And like I said, since it happens the first or the second time, let's see what happens on the second one. So it's quite possible it'll make us wait a super long time this time. But I'm just going to take the chance because, like I said, the second one could be good. Alright. We didn't have to wait too long, but it did take a while, so hopefully we have something good here. But no big deal if we don't. I'm just curious to see if it's definitely on the second one, that there is something from the top bonuses. Doesn't look like there is. So yeah, like I said, it'll happen on the first one or the second one. Yeah, it looks like we already got it, so. Alright, but maybe we got what we lost here. Oh, that thing that comes out and when you level up. What's, oh. Oh, it gave us this for a third time. That like never happens. We just got extremely lucky. For some reason, I only spin like one more time. You know, normally this will never happen. We just got really lucky. What I was trying to do was click off this side thing that pops up. Yeah, this you can't expect these things to happen here a lot. Um, I think we're just getting lucky this time. But if you think that it's worth holding out for a third time to see if you get a top bonus, go ahead and go with it. But I'm just letting you know that I don't normally go past the second one because it usually takes so long to get it. Okay, this thing comes up, don't show again, because it's just like a scam. It's not gonna help you, because even if that amount goes up to like a billion that you're getting for every single time you level up, remember you're betting like 12 billion every single spin. So like it just doesn't matter, because well, let's say you lose all your money and you're gonna keep playing the game, but you're only getting a billion for every level. Well, if you're so low that you need a billion, you know, to be able to bet these other amounts, it's going to take you so long to get to level up, because what it takes maybe is like 12 billion to level up, or twice 24 billion. So by that time, you know, it takes so long to get it. If it's just a billion, you would have to be on level like 20,000 or 25,000 to get like a billion every level, you know? It's just not realistic. So I click that thing off every time. Alright, so now we're super confident. We got really lucky this time. I'm really surprised, but hopefully this will be the video that I can, well, I'm not gonna put the email address in. You can put your email address in if you plan on staying here with your profile or starting over again. Let's see if did I miss something? You want to keep this game in mind, Camo 7s. That's going to give us, that's going to be the last one we play before I upload the video. Because deep in this game here, there's either a 3 trillion, a 4 trillion, or a 7 trillion jackpot. And it might happen soon. Normally it takes a long time to get one of those. But you don't want to ignore it, because that's the last thing before I usually start just trying to enjoy the game, you know? We're going to go through all the ones that are guaranteed jackpots. And like I said, that's the last one I'm going to go to, because I'm going to need a lot of money here to get the jackpot that I'll give, which will be either 3, 4, 7 trillion, or a combination of those. But I'm not counting on anything other than one of those one time. And after that happens, then I usually start just trying to play these games for fun. Okay, so let's go to this Christmas one here first, because we already know how to play these games. See, this will happen on the 5th or the 6th one, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we've seen this before. What are the two highest amounts? Look for those. 600 billion and 300 billion. I'm going to try to hold out for a 120. This one is tempting because it's 90 plus this. I'm just going to take it, because there's a chance that it might not even be 120. So I'm just going to take it. So later, when you're a lot higher level and you played this game more times, maybe you'll get a better options on these games. But at the beginning, it's pretty stingy. Especially some of those lower games that are at the beginning, they will not pay like for example this Ultra one. If it takes you to the wheel, let's just do it for the hell of it. If it takes you to the wheel, it's gonna be low like no matter what. And I don't know if it does that because it wants you to spend real money and buy credits or something to continue playing. And like, see, it's not even giving us a wheel. Sometimes this one will give you a wheel without showing a wheel. If it does that, then that will mean you'll get actually 2 or 3 wheels. I think there's actually even a 4th one up there. Most of the time, this one shouldn't take very long before it gives you the wheel. Having a lot of bad luck on this one right here. Okay, we got it. Didn't take too long, I guess. Any longer would have been very sad because it's probably going to be a low amount here. 60, yeah, that's it. And because we were betting 12 billion, that's just like 5 spins. Alright, but it's kind of fun when you get to do like three of the wheels. And like I said, this thing doesn't have to appear. You might just get it and it'll be like 2 or 3. I think maybe I got on that 4th wheel like one time. But I was probably so sleep deprived, I don't remember exactly 100%. Wow, we got a really good win here. You can't expect anything like that to happen on any of these games. You know, most of them, they'll take your money really fast and they'll take you down. They'll take you down like $1 trillion, you know, before you can even blink. You know, make your head spin, like totally blow your mind how they will not pay you anything. But you know, it's like a money-making scam, and if you don't know the tricks and how to get the most out of the game without paying real money, then it could be a little heartbreaking. So unfortunately, we didn't get the spin without the wheel logo, and that'll have to happen a different time for you or me. This one is worth looking at just for fun right now, just to add to the video something. It probably won't pay off soon. I don't expect this one to ever pay off, but it just so happens that we got really lucky and it did pay. But you shouldn't expect anything here really for a long time. We just got super lucky. But this is one of those games, the reason I'm showing you this is because you can spin it really fast. So you don't have to like double click. You can just keep clicking. And the fact that I just got another jackpot is just incredibly lucky. It doesn't barely ever go to this thing, you know, when you first start playing it. So we're just getting crazy lucky right away for this particular game. And so what I'm trying to show you is there are a lot of games where you can click really fast and it'll just keep letting you bet 12 billion or whatever your amount is. So let's just go real fast with this one. You'll get an idea of what I'm talking about. And, you know, like I said, when you have like 20 trillion that you're dealing with, it could be fun to bet fast on these games, right? Because they all have their sounds and their animations that make it that make the games fun or interesting, and you just, you know, escape from reality for a while and sort of space out the Twilight Zone here, and just, you know, you can spin the games as fast as you want. Yeah, those progressives and the jackpots, the tournament wins, they pop up all the time. They're so annoying. And gotta just go to the side and click them out if you want it gone real fast. I can't believe how many times we got this wheel really quick here. Just got really lucky. Sometimes it'll go up to the next level, the fourth one. I don't know if I've ever seen it go to the fifth. So that's one thing that's kind of interesting about this game. It's really hard, and it doesn't matter what the amount you bet. For it to go to the fourth level, it could be like 3 billion. And then you might get like a 50 or something. 50 times win. I don't know if I've seen it 100, but that's what the number there is. Okay, what's the next thing is to show us here? Let's see, one more time. See, I don't know why it paid us so fast. Look, it's taking a long time now. This one usually takes a long time to get anything from. It's just amazing what it gave us here. Alright, little nice addition to my video, I guess, of what the possibilities are for a game like that. So that's one of the ones I think are kind of fun when you're sort of trying to relax, you know, and get away from the real world. So like I said, a lot of those ones you can bet fast. Like, here's another example. You can bet like real fast, and the sounds, the animations will be totally different. We just got this crazy win on this one. It's totally unbelievable, you know, like almost $1 trillion here. So like we're already at 4 trillion. It's amazing. I think hopefully this turns out okay, because I definitely think I want to upload this one because we got so lucky. Yeah, a lot of them I like the sounds, I like the animations. You know, you get a wheel on a lot of them or something like that. And like I said, sometimes it takes a long time just to get any kind of jackpot from any of the games. So you definitely want to go through the course of games that are definitely going to give us something. Let's see if this one does, because I can't remember. Halloween Frenzy. This might be on like the 12th spin. I'm just going to go 12 here and see what happens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, well, it looks like it did give us some kind of bonus. And it could be that that happens every time, like on the sixth spin. I'm not sure because I don't normally play this one, and until I have like plenty of money to cover the loss, because on this game I don't really expect to win that much. See how we got the bonus, but it was just what we bet. It's very difficult to get a large payoff there. So normally I just skip that one in the beginning. Okay, so our next guarantee, Santa Frosty. This one will pay on the 7th spin. Go down to 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's very difficult to get the silver star on this one. If you do get it, you're very lucky. But there's still a chance of getting, really good bonuses here. It's just the other games that are like this are a little more better chance of getting the multiplier. So if you do get the silver star soon in the game, you just got lucky, but it could take a long time, but you will definitely get it sooner or later, and then it'll give you, a good bonus. And if you wait long enough, you'll probably get one of these, maybe even, probably not a grand, but maybe even a major, if you play for like an hour or something, anything's possible here. Alright, so I just went a little further with it for the hell of it. Sometimes those particular games, there's like 3 of them. There's the Sweethearts one, Frosty, and this other one here, Cabaret Hearts. And might as well try it since we're here. Sometimes these ones, after you get that first bonus, sometimes they'll happen again, like really fast after. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, we got something that is extremely lucky. Normally that will never ever happen right at the beginning of the game like this. So we just got crazy lucky. If you do get all 9 of these full, it'll double all these amounts. Yeah, I'm very surprised I got that at the beginning. Normally, it'll just give you these 3 amounts back. So that's why you want to wait till the 7th spin to bet the 12 billion. If you're still low up here. So let's just see if it gives us something right after, like it does sometimes. Okay, see, it did because we're just starting the game, so it knows that. So sometimes it'll pay us after a few more spins, it'll do it again. And the reason it does that, I think, is because it only gave us 666, whatever was there, what it normally is. Okay, what's going on? That's all we got? So it just gave us the same amount back. And now, you know, it could take a half hour to win again. You know, you never know what's going to happen on these games, but when she appears, she'll take the top amount. If one of these appears on the top, she has to take it before all these lights go out. And a light will go out every spin. But if a number appears, you'll get all the chances back. Okay, this one is a guarantee. $12 billion. So we'll wait 12 spins for this one. $10, $11, $12. Normally this will not pay much, but it is a guarantee, so you can bet really low until the 12th spin if you want to. Alright, I just realized since we have so much on top, let's go down again and get the second bonus for the fire wheel. This is the one that screwed us before, but it should be giving us something decent now. It might just give us the fire wheel again. Maybe it'll be better though. Okay, here it is. See, it happened pretty fast. One of the top bonuses. Chances are now that you've got those first two bonuses, the fire wheel and the whatever else it is, it's not always the rapid one. Sometimes it's something else. So don't count on this. Could be something else. Well, like I said, it should happen pretty soon normally. Let's see if the fire wheel come up really fast. Again, if it doesn't, we'll just be out of here. 246, so we got something. That was just lucky. Can't expect those to happen really fast like that. What I thought might happen was the fire wheel would show up really soon again, and since it's not, could take God knows how long, maybe 15-20 minutes maybe, you know. So we'll just leave this one alone, I guess. After got lucky again. kind of fun to get the wheels, so I don't know why it's giving us so many bonuses. We've been extremely lucky this time. This is one of those games that could take a long time to get any kind of bonus at all. But usually those first two will happen without waiting too long. So yeah, it didn't even give us the fire wheel. We waited a long time to get it again. Okay, what's next on the list here? This is the next one, and this is actually, usually this is the best bonus while you're starting the game. So you're hoping to get to this one as soon as you can, because normally your amount by now will be more like 1.5 trillion. We've been so lucky. Strangely enough, but before I go there, I'm going to try this one real fast because I can't remember if this is a guaranteed one or not. I think it is on, just wait till 12 spins. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Okay, some of these, it's more than 12. It's like 15 or 20. So I'm going to wait a little longer and see what happens. 15. Okay, this is on the 15. And it's only the games that I'm showing you that have these payoffs. There might be a few others that are missing that happen, but if I was you, I would just follow the pattern of games that I'm going through, because you can't expect anything from the other ones. I'm sure I am missing some though. Alright, this didn't barely give us anything. I'll spin a few times, see what's there. Alright, nothing. So, sometimes they're good, sometimes jackpots are bad. That one was unlucky this time. So let's go back to the next guarantee, which is this one. So this one usually will give you the bonus jackpot on like the 6 or 7, maybe 8 spin at the most. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And a lot of times this one would give us a top bonus, like a mini or a major or something. Let's see what happens. But most of the time it will give you a top bonus. That's what makes this one so good, is that it happens almost every time. All aboard. I thought we got a top bonus by now. I have no idea why I've been so spoiled this time. Probably because it's close to Christmas and it's like just one of those magical Christmas type of things, you know? I can tell you one thing for sure. I didn't want to make this video again. I made the video and it turned out pretty well actually. It was like I think we got up to 10 trillion in like an hour and a half or something, but I couldn't use that one because I couldn't figure out how to delete the I had the game sounds on at the beginning of the game and it was so loud that you couldn't hear my voice. So, you know, it would have been a lot more confusing trying to copy what I was doing because that beginning part is very tricky if you try to, you know, try to get a little extra like I did, especially it's easy to mess it up. Okay, we got a good deal here this time. I think it was like a mini or something. We got about 800 billion. And we still got about 7 or 8 games that are guaranteed wins. So it looks like we're going to get to 10 trillion easily. Well, I shouldn't say 10 trillion because that's a lot, but probably a couple more at least. And like I said, that last one, the camo 7s, sooner or later that does pay a 3, 4, or 7 trillion. So it's always something to look forward to. This one we're going to keep in mind, Crazy Moolah. And hopefully we won't have to wait too long for that bonus because that will be our second to last one. You can see we're getting close to the end here. And then after that we'll come back to the Crazy Moolah and then we'll do the Camo 7s. Okay, so the next one that's a guarantee is definitely this one, Devilish Dollars. So this one pays on the 12. Anything that happens before that, probably some extra thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 12. Okay, this time I'm gonna go get a drink while it does its thing. So I'll be right back. Alright, yeah, that's normal. Usually takes us up to about the 6 or the 7 on these type of games. and the lower bonus usually won't be very much. Actually, though, it looks like we got a pretty decent jackpot. Could have been a lot better, but that's a good amount for the 12 billion bet. Alright, see if there's anything after. Most of the time, even though it jackpots on the number that I tell you, you don't have to go further because it probably won't. There won't be anything. So yeah, those tournament wins, anything on the side, you know, don't worry about it. This lobby thing, I think that just means where we're at right now. The favorites will take you down, then just press lobby to go back up here. See whatever games you favorited or something. If you press the heart on the game. This one gave me the largest jackpot of anything in here. But you can't count on anything good from this. It's a very unusual type of thing that could happen. But let's take a look at it real fast. Since it is the winner. Okay, so it's very difficult to get this spinner thing. But don't worry about it, because even if you do get the spinner, it doesn't last, usually it doesn't last long at all. You know, it's just like 6 times whatever you get on the spin board, 4 or 5 times whatever. Could be one of these on the spin board, you know. Usually it doesn't last long at all. So these things here, he makes these little square frames things, and then when this thing appeared in the frame, what you want is a spinner to appear, but this thing could appear and it'll give you maybe like 12 times 4, 12 times 10 maybe. But for some reason, I got really lucky one time and I had the frames all set up from the Buddha guy, Buddha boy, and this thing appeared, and instead of giving me like times 4 times 10, it just gave me some crazy jackpot. I'm not sure why. Maybe there was a mega that I didn't notice, but it was like, I could have sworn it was over 20 trillion, you know. Oh, I think I know what it was. It was like 14 trillion. But it could have been more than 20. I just know that when I was done with it, I had like 27 trillion or something. Yeah, it was just lucky. See how it said times 2? Normally, so he makes those little frames, and sometimes it looks like he's gonna make the frame, but the frame disappears. So it's kind of weird. So like, if this appears in the frames, it'd be like 24 billion times all those. Alright. And like I said, the spinner barely ever comes up in the frame, so it's usually just going to be the green thing. And the chances of getting what I got are very, very low. I've played it a lot of times. I have no idea what it did to give me that amount. But that explains all the gibberish with the smiling and rubbing his belly and, you know, getting all crazy there, flirtatious or whatever he's doing, getting all sexual chocolate on us. White chocolate. Those Christmas cookies. I did get some Christmas, a lot of Christmas junk treats, a lot of cookies and things. I don't know if I will again though, because I'm realizing just how unhealthy some of these things are. So much sugar, it's just mind blowing. Sugar and fat, not necessarily sodium, but way more fat and sugar than I can imagine would be needed for cookies or something. You know, just straight up like donut. You might as well go to a donut shop. Probably be healthier. Alright, this one is a guarantee. The next guarantee. I think this one. Big Cash Bonanza. But the bonus here is kind of weird. But usually gives you something pretty soon. If it shows us a coin, it'll spin this thing. Alright. So it was 2 times whatever the coin said. If the wanted poster comes up, you don't get any bonus. Alright, 36 times 5. That's pretty good. Alright. Should be enough to carry on. But let's try a few more times and see what happens here. Because I thought that on like the 15th spin or something, there was a 7 free spin. There it is. Okay, this I think might happen every single time. After about 15 or 20 spins, you get the 7 free. And it does its little animation thing here. Three extra spins. That's a little unusual. Wow. Interesting. We sure got lucky on this one. Yeah, you can't expect something like a trillion on any game. Here, betting 12 billion, that's an amazing jackpot. Wow, 5 extra spins. This thing's going crazy on us. I definitely got to upload this one for the video because we got so lucky. A really interesting, unique run here. 17 times. Wonder what that applies to. Maybe if like a coin shows up on the screen, it'll be times that. Come on, coin. That would probably be a lot if it was like 10 billion or something. Alright, didn't get the coins, so much for the 22. But we did get over $1 trillion anyways, so no worries. Yeah, I have a feeling we're gonna be at 10 when the video stops soon. So seems like we spent already about an hour and a half. And we're almost done. So like I said, I was expecting to get about more, closer to 4 to 5 trillion. Like the last video, we just got really lucky. And I really did try to take the sound off of the beginning of the video I made. Unfortunately, I saw a video that showed me how to take off the sound, and I just couldn't find that video again on YouTube. So all I could do was take the sound off, even including my voice. So I think this one is on the 12th bet. I could be wrong, or the 15. See, I wasn't actually counting. I usually expect this one by 15 to 20 spins. Or 12, maybe 20. Well, it looks like I was wrong about this one. Okay, so the Genie game does not pay. No guarantees here. I guess all those other times I just got lucky. I was thinking, got lucky because of the magic shoes, or that's why it was a guarantee, right? Oh, Heartbreaker. Oh, no. We got it this time, right? Okay. You don't want to count on anything paying off, even though we waited that long. This was just luck again. And I guess that's all it gave us. Oh, not a bad win for the amount of time we waited. But the thing is, it's unusual that it would even pay us that soon for a lot of games. Sometimes the games will take like $1 trillion or something before they give you anything. I don't know why it's like that. And in contrast to the games that pay, no matter what, you know what I mean? Why not just make them all pay when you first start to play, you know what I mean? To show you basically how the game works. Give you a little payoff right at the first time you try it, until you get used to it, right? So this one I think is on the 12. See what happens before then. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I think that was 12. I'll try a few more times when it's done. So we know what happens here. It's going to go up to about probably 7 or 8 level at the most. Can't expect too much from these types of games. If it goes up to like 10 or something, extremely lucky. Alright, didn't get much, but better than nothing. I'm closer to that 10 trillion we're hoping for. Want to be better than the video that I was going to post. Too bad I forgot to turn off the sound. And the sounds I usually keep on because when I play, I don't turn them up really loud, but I like the extra sounds because each game has like its own like sounds. Okay, the next guarantee is this one. This one usually gives kind of a lot, but you have to keep going here until you get the free spins, no matter what it gives you here. Wait for the free spins. Oh wow, got a good one. Okay. 7 free games. And it looks like we already won like something like half a trillion, right? Okay, now that was not what I was expecting. Didn't get much that time. Could have been a lot more, but it depends on what's on these 3 lines, I guess. So it seems we're lucky most of the time, but it's just that beginning part when you start spinning and waiting for the free games. Alright, seems like we're getting close to finish with the video here. Okay, next one. This one, let me show you something right here. With the three little, what's it called? Three little pigs. Okay, some of the games have this thing on the side that says, buy this now. Um, okay, and you'll notice the amount is not changing. It's the same. When these things come up, this progressive wins and this jackpot thing on the side, I don't know if those even have anything to do with the game you're playing or if it's some other things going on here with like a tournament. These tournaments have people, 38 players, and you might win those, for me it's too much to think about. I don't even like look at it normally. So okay, so you're waiting for something here, and there are some interesting bonuses here, and there's some interesting animations if you get the bonus. But for just the normal bonus, if you pay this amount, it will give you the spin bonus. So let's go ahead and pay it and see what happens, because it might give us one of those top things. 216 billion. We're just gonna give it to the game just to get the respin feature to go for one of those top things. Hey, we got it. Interesting. Okay, well, that doesn't happen every time, I'll tell you that much. But it looks like it was enough to give us what we gave them, and maybe a tiny bit more, 7 billion extra. Alright. So we got 3 of those. Oh, doesn't that give us... Alright, so since we got 3 of those, we get the bonus without having to pay the 200 billion. We just got lucky, you can't expect. And this time we didn't even get a top one. So that's all we got, But if you get some of the other interesting animations here from like a bonus of 3 of these maps, it's kind of interesting. 3 of these things here. Alright, we're done. So the next one I want to show you, a few more before we stop. We might have to refresh the game. Sometimes it has little technical problems like... Alright, no problem, screw it. So, let's see here, Old Vegas slots. So we'll just reboot the game, and sometimes, they'll ask you for a video identity verification, just after playing for like 2 hours or something. So you want to get going as soon as you can. And like I said, try to show a picture of yourself that maybe doesn't have a beard, that's kind of your face close up. Um, and they will probably let you wait longer, maybe up to days or weeks before they ask for the verification. All right, just gonna go back to where we were, and these are the two I want to show you guys. This one, the Christmas ones, you know, they're interesting, but they don't. They don't necessarily pay. So even though they're kind of fun, it could take, you know, like a trillion just to win anything at all. But the Christmas music, you know, the animations are good on a lot of them. I'm an artist, so I appreciate these things. All right, we got lucky and we won the little bonus, but you can't expect it with this game. I'm glad we did though, because it is kind of a cool one to watch the animations and stuff. You never really know with the bonuses on these types of games where they have to line up straight down 1, 2, 3. You never know if it's going to be a large bonus or a small one. They're kind of unpredictable. Looks like this one's going to be kind of big. Got lucky this time. Oh, I got really lucky. 5 more spins. Yeah, remember this one isn't one of the guaranteed winners. It's just one that I was trying to share with you guys for the animation. Oh, and there are games like this that are, to win you got to get 3 straight up and down, 1, 2, 3 on any of the 3 lines. Well, it was a miraculous win this time. Over $1 trillion, wow. Well, that's good, because that's the goal, right? My goal for the video was 10 trillion, but I didn't want to say that because I didn't want to expect anything more than 4 to 5. I don't want to spend too much time on the camo 7s waiting for a 3, 4, 7. Just letting you know that it is there if you wait long enough. And keep betting 12 billion. Okay, these two are kind of the same type of thing. This battle boats is kind of interesting. So the numbers that come up with the little ship, they make that fuse go down, and then when the fuse is low enough, I don't think it ever goes all the way, but when it gets low enough, or for some reason, like this barrel will like appear and explode, and then you get like a four mini windows of bonuses, respin bonuses. And since it's not happening soon here, I think we're gonna, okay, it is happening, good. I don't want to wait too long for it, because this is one of those ones that will take you down like a trillion before it shows you anything at all. So you just press start, and there's these four windows, and the respins you have to get those amounts to open those, unlock those. See what we get. Alright, so we need 7 more, or 4 more now. Alright, we got it. So now what we want is either something like a 240 billion, not all these low ones, maybe like a mini or something. Those things barely ever happen here. But what will happen sometimes is a barrel will explode, and then everything on the line of the barrel, up or down, whatever direction it shows you, will give you double that amount of that line. Alright, not so much this time. And see, the fuse is down low, but that doesn't mean it'll give you anything for possibly another trillion that you lose. So, you know, if you lose a trillion and you only get 200 back, you know. So this game, it's not one of the guaranteed wins. It's just one I wanted to share with you guys, because there are a few games that have that kind of style of those windows. And we're going to do one more. We're going to check out one more of those. The Cash Splash Bonanza. Instead of four window bonuses, it's 3. But it's an interesting one when it happens. The max bet is 18, but you have to turn this thing on. It's 12 plus 6. These things here, I don't know what's going on with it. It doesn't look like you can get it, but maybe it's talking about this, maybe. Extra 6 billion. So I'm not expecting to win here, because this isn't one of the guarantees. But because we are paying 18 billion, or for whatever reason, I think it will give us some kind of bonus before we lose like a trillion. There's 2 types of interesting bonuses on this one. Just getting 6 of the fish numbers are pretty much the one I want to share, though. If you get 3 reels, it's usually a good payoff, but no guarantees. But the 6 of the fish show an interesting animation. And you know, looks like this is one of those times where it's just gonna take me down before it pays anything. Alright, finally. So yeah, I love the animation graphics on this one. And if he throws out some fish food, the numbers will go up. That happens sometimes. Oh wow. That's interesting. I've never seen the last net not get unlocked. And we only got 207 billion. So I think this time we lost more than we won. Just curious to see if it'll give us anything after that strange loss. Yeah, I guess it's all we're gonna get this time. Now the fish, if the fish on those bingo cards are like golden, it'll give you for a golden fish something like 90 to 200 billion just for that. One of those, or maybe I'll give you like a mini jackpot. Damn, you never know what's gonna happen with these ones. Alright, we don't want to invest too much here because we're trying to leave with 10 billion. I was hoping I could get those 3 reels though. Ah, damn it. Alright. Fuck it. We're out. Adios, amigos. Okay, well that's all the games. I like I said, I think we missed some that are guarantees. Let's look at this one real fast. Damn, Santa in shorts. Things are getting ugly this Christmas. And it's not snowing outside. This is the California desert. 7:30 in the morning. I'm fucking on fire. I should have the air conditioner on, but I don't want to pay for it. So this is one of those ones you could spin fast. Looks like I might have given us our money back. Is that all we get? Alright, I don't think she's giving us nothing other than I'm not 200, so alright, we're out of here. Alright, a couple more, then we'll be done. So the last two I wanted to show, well, since we've got so much, I'm just gonna click on this one real fast. You know, since we're way above 4 or 5, so see, this one's 36 billion, and you could buy like the bonus feature for 3.6 trillion. That's like half of what we got. Let's see if we get anything from betting 36 billion. This one could. There's no guarantee on this game, but Buffalo Deluxe. But it is kind of interesting when they have like a stampede, or if you get 3 of those Buffalo coins. But you can't really expect anything here. Very good. Because like it's saying here, it might take up to 4,500 to get what the bonus that you would pay for. It might take that long. You know what I mean? That's why this is they're saying this is kind of a deal. You know, it could be. I mean, I can't believe they would take that much money. I mean, like, seriously. Yes or no? No way. Hell no. I mean, like, all you gotta do is click it. What if you fell asleep and clicked it accidentally? Or what if you just started playing, you thought it said 2.9 million or something. You know, or you're just scared not to press it. So you just do it. See, look how long it's making its way. It's stealing everything from us. This is one of those ones. Might be good, might be bad. Definitely bad this time. Sorry, it took like 1 trillion from us. Alright, well, if they're gonna be that mean about it, goodbye. Some of the games are really merciless like that. Just when you think you're on some kind of a roll or something, they just don't care. So I'm not gonna, you know, there's a lot of them that are fun, you know, but I don't want the video to be too long. But let's go to Firewheels and see if we can bet more. It's kind of fun to bet 36. To bet 36 billion and actually get a bonus or some kind, I mean a jackpot. It's kind of interesting to get like a large jackpot, you know. So like I said, we already know we only got the Firewheel one time, and it's not supposed to make us wait that long to get it twice, or you know, 3, whatever, however many times. It's supposed to be easy to get, but we got so many of those rapid hits bonuses that now it doesn't want to give us nothing. Especially since we're betting 36 billion every time. But it has to give us something sooner or later, right? But just another example of what it will take from you here. Okay, 108. Well, it's just 3 spins. Just another crazy example of how it will just take everything you got. And you know, the good news is you can just make another Facebook profile easily and just go through those games again. See how long it made us wait? What a crying shame. I mean, especially if it only gives us one spin up here like before. You know, this time, it really, I feel like it owes us something. So let's see what we get. Hopefully we get to the third wheel. That's always fun. It definitely can happen. And it's nice to know that you can get the Mega. It is a possibility. Because that lower game, Ultra 20, I don't think it's even possible. Alright. Can't expect much from this ever, so no worries. But because we waited so long for the fire wheel, I got a feeling that it will pay us something if we just go a little longer with it. See what happens. Because just, you know, it took so much money from us and made us wait so long. But with all those rapid jackpots before, it wouldn't surprise me if it just gives us nothing now. Like forever. Okay, there it is. For the rapid hits, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. Yeah, it made us wait a long time, but it did give us a little bit back. So it could have been a lot more merciless than that. At least we got a little bit back. And you know, if I kept going with it, I wouldn't expect anything more here. So I'm just going to leave it alone. But anything's possible. And on those, as far as the rapid things, it's not always like going to be 5 or 6. There is a possibility that it could be higher than that, like 7 or 8. But definitely don't count on 7 or 8. Did I miss something here? I feel like I missed something. This cash coin, it's fun, but definitely don't count on the 500 times. But as far as the gold bonus, it's something that seems like it has to happen before too long. So let's see how long it takes. And not every game is like that, but I've noticed that this one seems to give the gold bonus before making me wait forever, you know. This time it looks like we're unlucky, but no big deal, we got so much. We can wait a little longer. No, come on. Yeah, really greedy this time. Yeah, most of the time you get the bonus way earlier way sooner than this. Just took like 1 trillion from us. So if you want to enjoy the bonuses and the animations, you might not want to bet like 12 billion every single time. Well, this is a good example of how the game can really take you down without even thinking twice about it. And I've never seen all 9 of these full. I may have seen it one time, but it's not something that you should ever expect could possibly even happen. Alright, now it made us wait so long that I believe there's got to be something good after this. So I'm going to go a little further with it just to see what happens. Alright, so it gave us another gold bonus, which definitely doesn't surprise me because, like I said, we waited too long. And although it always teases us with that 500 times thing, it can't be expected that this will be anything more than like 50 or 25. Those barely ever happen even. 10 is good. You know, you gotta be happy if you see a 10. So there's games like this that fill up the 9 squares, like tic-tac-toe and okay, there's another type of game here. And a lot of them have like this type of a wheel thing. So I'll just share that real quick. There's 10 million. So it's not confusing. There's a 10 million bonus on the wheel, and that literally means only 10 million if you get it. So it won't be 10 million times whatever you bet, 12 billion. But all these other ones, pretty good. 15 times gave us 180. You can't expect the wheel as soon as we got it. We got lucky this time. Let's see if we get it again. Because we can bet fast on this particular game. Sometimes this one will make you wait so long to get it. I'm glad we got it soon. See what happens here. $15 again. Alright. Just leave it at that. I know the video is way too long. Nobody's probably ever going to watch it when they see the time. But, doesn't mean I shouldn't post it or upload it. Alright, so 2 more games I'll show. The Crazy Moolah and then the Camo Sevens. Now the only problem here is that this bonus might not happen very soon. But at least I can tell you what it's going to do. If it goes on, what you want to do is to land on this bonus slot here. The orange and white bonus slot, it will never give you more than 2 or 3 times. If it's 2, it's 2 billion. 3 is 3 billion, but always take the one on the right, the lump sum. And while you're waiting for it to happen, which could take half an hour, you can hold the auto spin just like this. See, it's spinning automatically. But I'm gonna stop it and see if I can go a little faster until it gives us that jackpot thing bonus again. And maybe it'll give us the 2 billion. So if it's not the lump sum that it shows you, it'll be the feature on the left is a rain down feature, and when the amounts appear, you have to click on what you want. But by the time you're done with that bonus, it's usually the lump sum that seems that will be higher. That's why I take it almost every single time. And it doesn't normally, it might take forever to get the 3 billion bonus, but it will give you, it has to give you the 2 times, which is 2 billion. Sometimes it'll be on the 3 times. This is one of those games could take forever to get it. But if you've got a lot on top, and it seems like it's worth the extra 2 billion to wait for it, you can hold down the auto spin and go do whatever you want while you're waiting, because when it gives you the lump sum option, you have to click on it to get it. So this might still give it to us, because if the wheel says respin, alright, looks like it's going to make us wait this time. So I don't know if I should wait, because the video is so long already. I think you understand what I'm basically telling you is going to happen here. Alright. So we'll just go to the count of sevens and finish the video quicker. So on the count of sevens, I'm just going to hope that I get the bonus quickly. Oh, there's a game that's kind of interesting here. This one, if you get the bullseye bonuses, you might get a decent amount, or you might get a small amount, depending on how many of those bullseyes light up while you have your 8 free spins. So right now it looks like we got pretty lucky here, but this isn't one of the guaranteed games that gives a jackpot. So what I was trying to show you was that there would be a lineup of the bullseyes, and we could get that bonus feature. Wow, something strange popped up in the middle of the game. Yeah, it's taking so long to get it because of those other bonuses. Alright, here we go. 10 free games. And yeah, whenever a wild one shows up, it'll be like that. And I guess the more of those you have lit up, the higher of the bonus you'll get on a spin. You see it goes really fast. There's only 3 left, you know what I mean? So here we go. Maybe it'll be good now. And it was good. We got lucky. So you can't expect that every time, but it was worth it to try this time. And strangely enough, it gave it to us right after. So let's see what it gives us. This time it could be like barely anything at all. You never know. Because those wilds don't always appear. They don't always get the right amount soon enough. You need like, I think you need like 4 or 5 of them for something interesting to happen. Alright, no big deal here. And nothing else going on there. Okay, and then the final type of game, I might as well share. There's one, might as well go to the Christmas one. There's a, this Holiday Trails is like the last one that I already showed you. Okay, the fireworks one, then there's the American one like that. Fireworks, oh, Flag Wilds. And then there's a Christmas one. Where is it? So what I'm saying is those 3 are the same type of game, but I kind of wanted to show it the Christmas way. Is it that one? Damn. I don't think it's this one. Alright, I guess it is. Alright, so what they have is, they have these 3 gifts on those other 2, the fireworks and the American one, flag one. And you can spin fast, so it's good. But whatever you bet, like on this one, the snowflakes go down, and once you get this filled up, you get a special bonus with the gift. So I'll just show you what that is. What it could be is, it might say the I don't know, the amount that you bet before you got the gift. You get a bonus based on that amount, like a lump sum. Or it could be like a wheel, or it could be like a choose gifts, or it could be like a 8 free wins with 8 free spins with wilds appearing. So we'll see what it is. And that's why I'm just letting you know those other options are possibilities. And you never know which gift is going to give what kind of bonus. Looks like we're getting a little bit lucky on our way to the gift. there's definitely no guarantee that will happen every time. Well, we should have got a big bonus with that double wild, but oh well, guess not. So yeah, with the amount of time that it takes to get these gifts, it makes this particular type of game. See how that's it, 180. And you think, oh, I must have bet way more than that. So, you know, you never know what it's going to be for those types of games. But they are kind of fun, like the American flag one. Oh, there's another kind. Yeah, the fireworks and the American flag, but there's the chili wild. And there's an American flag one like this. And let's just see if the bonus happens pretty soon. Because it's a particular type of jackpot. So let's see what happens here. 9 spins. So what'll happen is if a certain type of pepper comes up, there will be a wild on the side. Guess we're not getting it. Oh yeah, we did. When you get a special kind of pepper, you get a wild card. And if you can get enough of those before your spins run out, you could get a really high bonus. So if you get like 3 or even 6 of them, maybe this bonus could be up to maybe even $1 trillion if you got really lucky. I don't know. But there's some games like that. So for the last one I'll share is the Camo 7s. Where is it? Santa in shorts. How often do you see that? It's like he knows I'm making this video, right? And like he's not famous enough already. So with the Camo 7s, honestly, don't be surprised if a lot of bonuses happen here. But what you're waiting for is, like, you might get 960 billion, you might get 1.2 trillion, but you're waiting for a 3 trillion, a 4, or a 7. And once you get one of those, don't expect anything like that again, but you could still expect to get possibly a 1.2 trillion or 960 billion or 720 billion. Alright, now a 600 billion. That's pretty good, right? And it didn't take too long, but it took a long time. Because that's not really what we want. We want something way more than that. Before we leave this game and to play other games. Okay, that's pretty good. 1.2 trillion. But I'm not surprised because, like I said, those higher amounts are in here somewhere. At least once. It'll give you one of those. A 3, a 4, or a 7. If it makes me wait too long, I will just let you believe me that it's gonna happen, but until then, I'll just hope for the best. We'll see what happens. And like I said, you could get a lot of jackpots here. It's not unusual for this particular game. But while you're spinning quickly on this game, those progressive and jackpot pop-ups will happen way too often in the tournament thing. It'll drive you pretty much out of your mind almost before you get what you're looking for. Possibly. But don't be afraid if it takes you down like $1 trillion or something. Like I said, those bonuses are definitely in here at least once. 8 in the morning, sounds like people are starting to wake up around here and get the party started out in the courtyard. Good morning, everyone. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays again. Got 6 days to go till the great, big, fat, happy extravaganza fiesta. One year we had, everybody went to the apartment clubhouse and we had sort of a potluck type thing. And the main dish was tamales, but they were pineapple tamales. And I think there were other flavors too, but I can't remember what they were. I just probably ate the pineapple ones. But there's a place out here in the California desert that makes fruit-filled tamales. They're really good. There was a lot of Mexican pastries, stuff that I don't normally am used to eating. They're kind of like a mixture of donuts and bread. Like giant fluffy cookies with frosting. I don't know. Mexican pastries are interesting. I did get like 3 boxes of like pastries and things like honey buns, and I got a lot of cookies like coconut chocolate, fudge coated cookies and things. It's been a good holiday party here. Got a lot of extra sugar high energy to go all night long, and I could party just as hard as all the people out there early in the morning like this. I turn on the Christmas music and sing along and dance along. And there's actually a lot of Christmas lights out there. They sort of set it up to look like kind of like a Santa's village or something. I don't know. But the people that work here, they are in the holiday mood, and they like all the Christmas lights. So we got all kinds of decorations and Christmas lights around here outside, and a lot of them stay on all night long. Sometimes I just go out there and chill out and check out the lights in the middle of the night, like 3 in the morning when nobody's out there partying. And it's nice and peaceful, you know. Watch the planes fly over. See all the palm trees out here. And I went out last night, it was like midnight or something, and a Spanish speaking family was walking by with their kids. And they had pets like cats, or There's a lot of dogs in this neighborhood. They bark a lot in the daytime. But there are cats I see outside sometimes too. I've seen a rabbit. I've seen different rabbits out there. Like black and white ones. And cats in the middle of the night. It was funny to watch that family walking by, like, just like aliens or something, you know what I mean? Like, what are they doing out in the middle of the night, you know, in the desert? It's like they just went shopping or something, but there's no buses. I mean, there's no stores open. Where are they coming from? You know what I mean? Like, if a taxi was going to drop you off, why would you let it drop you off at the lower part of the hill? Oh, you know what? I think I know where they were. There's a casino. There's a casino like less than a mile away. That must go all night long because it's pretty big. Agua Caliente. This is Cathedral City. And although I am from Las Vegas originally, and I know the city like the back of my hand very well, and I like casinos, but I actually haven't gone down to this one. They had karaoke contests, which is something I would like to go and party with, but they used to have those like every single week. They might still do it, but I've just been too busy on the internet and haven't gone to the casino yet for some reason. I don't think I would probably win, but it seems to me like you could double down on like roulette or blackjack, and then, you know, just keep betting up and putting whatever you're winning on the side, and then starting the bet over like at a low amount. I don't know how people do it, but a lot of people seem to live off gambling. Well, I had no idea that it would take us this long to get the bonus. So sorry I made you wait this long, guys, and looks like it's going to take us all the way down before it gives us one of those bonuses. But we've seen a lot of bonuses, jackpots appear already on here, and it probably won't take me all the way down. But at least you know how long it might take to get one of those. I should turn on the Christmas music, but I don't want to distract from what's going on here. Plus, I don't know if the music would sync well with the acoustics of my voice in this room. Wow, I can't believe how low it's taken us to give us one of those bonuses. Just stringing us along. But it's fun, right? That's supposed to be having fun playing these games. And don't you love all the pop-ups? Oh my god, I just won 100 million. No, we want a lot more than that. See these amounts over here? Make you want to cry, right? Because we just won 600 billion. So when I won 7 billion on this game, it was the same account, you know, it was just like within a half an hour or something, I won another 7 billion. I mean, not billion, trillion. So 14 trillion total. And that was just playing this like less than a half an hour. So it can happen, but I know for sure that it will probably sooner or later at least give you 3 or 4, because I set it on autos a few times. But after that 3 or 4 or 7, chances are possibly nothing forever. So when those things are popping up, I'm clicking on the side to make them go away. I don't know what this is going on here. Oh, it's saying that we won 750 million for this Christmas challenge thing. So whenever it goes on one of these, yeah, that's why it came up out of nowhere. Alright, I don't want to wait forever, you know, it's, who knows how long this is going to take. So just like the other one, you know, you get the idea. And then when you get that extra bonus of 3, 4, 7 trillion, then you can just relax and play the other games. And you'll have plenty to be able to enjoy them. Alright, let's give it a few more minutes and then out of here no matter what. Go to 8:21. How about that? Sound good? Good. Feliz Navidad. Is Merry Christmas in Spanish? They never tell us how to say Merry Christmas in French. Strangely enough. You think we would know how to say Merry Christmas in French, don't you? Because all these call services, free calling to Mexico and Canada, French speaking Canada, but I guess if you say Merry Christmas in French, people are going to think you are, they'll think you're a snob. Got some kind of ego problem. Are you looking down on them? Alright, this thing here, the bonus, you claim this, you get like, literally like 50,000 or something. That time it only gave us a few thousand. It's crazy. This bonus is crazy. This amount that people are paying, it changes if you're on a higher level. So the higher your level is, the more you'll get. But that's just billion. $35 for us. That's just like a few spins, right? And I would imagine people have paid those amounts. I think I paid $1 for this game when I first started playing it. Wow, what a heartbreak. I had no idea it would take us all the way down. But I think we spent a lot of money on some games that were not part of our $10 trillion plan, so we just didn't have enough time to get to the bonus. Oh, and we didn't wait long enough to get to the crazy moolah, 2 or 3 million, or a trillion. This one's kind of interesting, the Skylink bounty. Let's see. 24 million. Let's go 75. See if we get anything here. This is kind of a different type of a bonus. It's kind of interesting. So if it will let us show it. Alright, doesn't really want to, does it? Oh, there it is. Alright. So these things spin around and then it'll stop. And if you get a number in the middle like that, it'll start at 3 spins again. And of course, when they're all full, then that's all you get. Now this 1,000 times thing, I would say is a little bit misleading. I'm not really sure what that means. Because it never seems to be what you hope it'll be. Like you see all these big numbers, but then it's like 10, 5, 2. This 50 is just a miracle, you know. It's hard to get a large number on this game when you get this particular type of bonus. Alright, so 6 million turned into 400 million. And that was because of the 50. You can't expect to get the 50. So if that would have been, I mean, that's like times 100 almost. So what's 100 times 12 billion? 1.2 trillion. So this would have been, if we bet 12 billion, it would have been a trillion jackpot. I'm proud of myself for being able to calculate that in my mind. Alright, we're done here, right? Let's get out of here. So the video will end now. And Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Alright, sorry, oops, thank you. Guy in Gmail. So I haven't got my Snap EBT benefits for 3 months. Can you believe that? I'll never vote for Donald Trump or Elon Musk. Alright, take care guys. Have a good holidays. See you next time. Adios amigos and hasta la vista.